Hi class, welcome to Child Development. My name is Dr. Courtney Morris and I will be your instructor for this 6-week online course with Bay Path University. I've actually been an instructor for Bay Path since 2013. I used to originally teach on-ground face-to-face courses both for the traditional program as well as the Women's College, and then for the last couple years I've been teaching solely online. I teach a variety of psychology courses for the Women's College online. I also am employed as a full-time psychologist with a VA hospital in Massachusetts. I specialize in health psychology and in working in the primary care setting. So I work full-time with veterans in a fast-paced medical setting, and I provide brief counseling, diagnosis, assessment, and referral management in this setting and with this population. I'm very passionate about my work, doing both chronic illness management as well as some brief counseling for traditional mental health issues that come up with veterans. I'm very also passionate about teaching here for Bay Path and hope that you enjoy this journey over the next 6 weeks. So a couple things and tips for you to keep in mind as we are going to be working together. I'll be posting a weekly video. You will have a discussion post every week that will be due Thursday by midnight, your original response. And then by Saturday at midnight, I'm hoping that you respond to a few other students' posts, adding other questions or comments to enrich the discussion. Also, please keep in mind that both discussion posts and assignment papers are to include APA formatting, American Psychological Formatting, citations throughout your writing where you are citing the references that you are including in your writing so that there is no plagiarism, and listing the references, the full list of the references in APA format at the end of your discussion post and at the end of your paper. There's actually an APA format kind of quiz due this week just to kind of remind you and orient you to all the things we're looking for in this kind of writing or in this formatting. If there's any questions about this, let me know. Also, Bay Path does have free writing tutors available to you at any time. Secondly, there is an assignment paper due every Saturday at midnight, a quiz due at midnight, and something called your Knowledge Path Map Learning. So I'm not sure if this is new to all of you or most of you, if some of you have taken a course before with Bay Path or another university and utilized Knowledge Path, but this is an amazing third-party resource. It's a website that has content related to this course, and each week you're expected to take a pre-quiz that's going to sort of set up what you have left to learn in this content, and then different steps along the way on your map are going to be locked and ready for you to kind of open up, and you can't get through to the end of the map until you've passed each kind of level of content. You want to get to mastery level for all of the activities there for you. What's nice is there's some information on this in Module 1 and information on how that grade will be calculated each week. It is going to be a part of your grade. It's a great way with online learning to have a snapshot of how much content you've gathered from this week, how much material you understand, and it can help you see where there might be, where some of the gaps are and where there are more sections of the material that you might be able to learn more of. Let me know, again, if there are any questions on this. I will respond within 24 hours to all emails to my Bay Path email address, the COMORRIS@BayPath. The content for this week is taking a look at some of the main key players and theorists in child development. There's Piaget and Bowlby, Bandura, just to name a few. You're getting oriented to these, and again, all of your learning actually for this course is online as well. No purchasing for textbooks outside of here. We have it all there for you on the hyperlinks underneath the modules. In addition, you will notice that some weeks there are videos for you to watch as well, and this week there are a few videos included in the learning too to help support this information. The discussion post this week is about the events that took place at Sandy Hook Elementary in Connecticut, and we're asking you to start thinking about nature versus nurture in violence and violent behavior. we're speaking more about children, but clearly there's been some, over the last 5 to 10 years, quite a large amount of incidents with youth and children, as well as adults. And so it's a place for you to kind of start that thinking. And then our assignment paper this week is an opportunity for you to choose a theorist that you can align with, or that you sort of support, and maybe have even viewed your growth and your development in your life through the lens of this particular orientation or this theory, and to include as many examples as you can, as well as other literature. So again, you want to include readings from this week, as well as maybe some other articles. Sorry. And when I mean articles, I mean if you were to use, I don't endorse Wikipedia, for example, but if you are to use the online library here through BayPath, and you were to look specifically under psych articles or academic search Premier, and you type in some keywords related to topics for your discussion post or for your paper, you'll find some articles that might support some of the information or content in the other reading you have. So sometimes including a couple of things you found on your own, as well as actual reading from this week, demonstrates even stronger critical thinking skills. And also what's amazing is for each discussion post and for each assignment throughout this course, there is a rubric with really great detailed information on where your grading points are coming from. So not only would I say look at the module information for what's expected or being asked for you to include in your discussion post in your paper, but also please cross-reference that with the rubric grading system, that actual chart for each assignment or discussion. You'll be able to see there where the points are coming from. And if you're hitting all of those main points of the rubric, you know that you should be getting a strong grade. If there are any questions about any of this, please let me know, whether it's the knowledge path or the material for this course. But it's going to go by fast. There's a lot of information we're going to be going through pretty quickly. So please, if you can, do your best to stay on top of your reading and watching of the videos. Trying to think if there's anything else. Every week is going to have pretty much the same amount of material being due. There are a couple weeks where instead of a paper, you'll be asked to come up with a PowerPoint presentation or a pamphlet. But even with those, you're going to want to do your best to follow APA formatting to cite at the bottom of either each page or each slide, for example. And then our final week of this course, week 6, there is an additional paper assignment, a final paper, and that's a research paper. I'll be reminding you of this throughout this course, but just to kind of plug that in right now, just so that you're prepared and aware that there will be one additional assignment that final week. I look forward to working with you and exploring child development, a lot of the key markers, physically, cognitively, behaviorally, and emotional intelligence forms of development that we'll be looking at from ages 0 to 12 primarily in this course. Nice to meet you, and I'm already enjoying reading some of the icebreakers that have been completed thus far. And please don't forget to introduce yourself through that icebreaker opportunity this week. I will speak to you next week. Take care. Bye.